Hi guys, and welcome to another batch of your replays, and we are going American Light Tank today, and we are kicking off with a game in a T71 from Jack 1011 Edwards. Now Jack is platooned with Cookie, also in a T71, so it's a T71 platoon, and they are here on Serene Coast in a 48%er. Now, it's a close game on paper, but if you look at the teams, you'll see that the enemy team have a lot of very, very good players in the upper tier tanks, and a lot of the good players on Jack's team are in maybe not the upper tier tanks. So three very, very dangerous players and three very, very dangerous tier 9 medium tanks on the enemy team. So the game is probably a lot tougher than a 48%er would indicate. But we're just going to go. And Jack and his platoon mate are going to be working the middle of the map. Now the T71 is a tank I love. I still love the T71, even though it has been put into the shade slightly by the introduction of the Bulldog. But it is still a great tank. So Jack is moving into the middle of the map, and he's just tracked himself. So once again, I featured Jack on the channel before, and he ran into some rocks, and I said, that looks like one of my replays. And yes, once again, I think that looks like one of my replays. So a little bit of fail thrown in there. But anyway, Cookie stopped to wait for Jack to repair his tracks. The two T71s are just sitting in the middle of the map, waiting for targets of opportunity. And it seems to be a pretty good team split. So again, they're being quite cautious. A lot of good medium players on the enemy team, and it looks as if all the good medium players on the enemy team have gone down the one line. So I think Jack and Cookie are sensing an opportunity here. Lots of tanks to the left, lots of tanks to the right, but nothing has been spotted dead ahead of them. And they've got a Type 62 with them as well, so it looks as if Jack's going to go for it. He is sensing a break in the enemy lines, and he is going to make a run on enemy arty. So there's one arty on the enemy team. He's just spotted a Stura and he's just spotted enemy arty.
Target acquired.
So Cookie is coming up to support him, but at the moment it's just Jack over here on his own. So Jack is sitting, pouring fire into the GW Tiger, sets him on fire. There's his first kill of the game. He's moving up on this Stura who is basically ignoring Jack. Gets 2 shots in. And in the meantime, the Stura is getting hammered by Cookie in the T71. So these two guys have advanced straight down the middle of the map, and they have taken out 2 enemy tanks already. T62 or Type 62 has moved up to support them. So all 3 scouts are here, wondering what their next course of action is going to be. But an enemy T54 is coming back. One of the near Unicums on the enemy team is coming back to hunt them down. And Cookie is engaging him. Jack is moving up. He's auto-loading, and now an IS-8 has come back. And I don't know if auto-loading in that situation was such a good idea, but Cookie has decided to get out of there. This IS-8 and T-54 are now focused on taking out Jack. Jack has lost just over half his health, or just under half his health, and he is running for it. In the meantime, Cookie is dealing with the IS-8 and takes a big hit. So Jack is using this opportunity to run away. He's got 3 shots in his gun. He spots a 1375 on the other side of the railway tracks. Misses those shots on the move. And somehow, both he and Cookie have made it out of there intact. They are both alive. Another near Unicum T-54 has been spotted in the middle, so these 2 guys are going to move in and try and ambush him. But it seems that the T-54 was waiting for that and takes out Cookie, even though he was being shot at by another T-54. So once again, Jack's going into auto-aim mode. Misses 1 shot, misses a 2nd shot, rolls down and tracks himself yet again. But with enemy RT dead, he is pretty safe in this situation. He's letting his crew put the tracks back on. And a lot of enemy tanks down around Jack's spawn. So Jack is now heading back to defend. And he's gone for another reload. In the meantime, that IS-8 is still hunting him down. So it is 9-7. Jack's team are actually winning at the moment. So there are two AMX 1375s that are currently hanging around Jack's spawn. And Jack is moving back to engage them. 499 health is not going to last very long against 1375s. And they've spotted him. It was an ambush. They were waiting for Jack to appear. He's moving to see if he's just got a shot, but they've got shots as well. Gets one shot into the AMX 1375. Gets another shot into the AMX 1375. He's down to 359 health. One AMX 1375 is coming up on the move. Jack gets one shot in, gets another shot in. He's almost out of ammo. There's his last shot. He's out of ammo, but that shot set the AMX 1375 on fire. So a very, very lucky shot there by Jack. He picks up his second kill of the game, taking him up to 1800 damage. Both AMX 1375s have been taken out, and Jack is now going around. He's flanking. He's going to try and deal with this IS-8. Thankfully, his friendly tanks are also dealing with the IS-8. So Jack is hanging here. He's going to wait for the IS-8 to fire. IS-8 fires. Now Jack can move out. He's going to try and close the distance, but he doesn't need to because the E-75 takes out the IS-8. In the meantime, the enemy Tortoise has taken out a friendly Conqueror. The score is 13-10. Just two enemy tanks left on the enemy team, and we know where they are. They're both showing up on the minimap and are engaging a Tiger II. So Jack is on the move again. Tiger II takes out the Su-100M1. That just leaves an enemy Tortoise. And Jack has got the speed to clean up at the end of games, and that's what he's going to do. And it looks as if the Tortoise is on a lot of health. That's a nice thing to see. So the Tortoise is engaging the Tiger II. Jack is able to flank the Tortoise. He's not going to fire on the move. He's not going to waste his shots. Moves in behind the Tortoise and starts putting shots into his rear. But, yeah, the Tortoise is not a stupid player. He's reversing up. Yep, Tortoise used terrain to his advantage, prevented Jack from getting behind him. Jack is on one shot, decides to go for a reload. Tortoise is coming to hunt him down, but in the meantime, a T-44 and WZ-111 have come in. So that gives Jack the opportunity to flank again. Tortoise is turning to deal with the T-44. Jack still on a reload. 2 seconds left. Jack parks behind the Tortoise again and goes to work. And secures kill number 3. So a very, very difficult game, but Jack made it look easy in the T71. So that particular game was an ace tanker game, and I'm not surprised. It was a really, really nice game, Jack. Jack finished top on XP with 1355. Really, really nice XP total. 2,851 damage and 5 kills. He fired 28, hit 20, penned 18. Nice amount of damage. He also received 3 hits, and as you can see, the T71 has no armor, so all 3 hits penetrated. He spotted 1, damaged 6, destroyed 3, didn't do any assistance damage, was basically killing what he was spotting, and finished up with 44,000 credits. 2,032 XP with a premium account on a ×3 event, and some sort of bonus thrown in left him on a very, very nice 6,604 XP. Really, really nice T71 game, Jack. Thank you for sending it in. Moving on, we've got a T37 game from Danian on Ensk. It is a 60%er, so Danian probably wants to be a little bit aggressive. Now, what's interesting about this game is that it is Danian's very, very first game in the T37. Still can't get my head around the names. But basically, in my opinion, this is a better Chaffee. It is faster than the Chaffee was. It's got a better gun. And I'm enjoying this tank. Haven't quite finished with it yet, but I am enjoying it. And Danian is pushing up the zero line. Has spotted an SU-152 and takes him out for the first kill of the game. So this game starts off quite passively, but Danian does go into overload. Gets a little bit more exciting as it goes on. So Danian is just looking for shots. No shots through the houses. So Danian's continuing to advance. Cromwell has now been spotted. And Danian again hits some debris. Having trouble getting his gun on target, hitting long-range shots through a lot of debris. But Danian's continuing to advance. He's the furthest forward of his team, and he spots a Jagdpanther and a Nashorn. Oh, okay, so things are not looking so different or good. Thankfully, an ISU-152 takes out the Nashorn. Danian is circling this Jagdpanther. Takes him out for kill number 2, and now a T-25-2 appears. Danian gets a lovely shot through the wall as he was looking backwards. So it looks as if the enemy team have sent very few tanks up the 9-0 lines. Danian is trying to get a kill, spots an ISU-152 in the distance. He's behind a house, but Danian does have shots. He aims carefully and starts putting shots into the ISU. Don't know if the ISU is AFK. Looks as if the ISU may be AFK. But Danian's not complaining. This is free XP, free credits. And one more shot for the kill, but a T-43 takes him out. So Danian is up to 1200 damage, 2 kills, and his team have completely dominated on the 9-0 lines. So Danian is now going to be moving around to do some flanking. A lot of enemy tanks spotted in town. And for a first game in a tank, this is turning into a very, very good one. Danian did say he used free XP to unlock the tracks, the turret and the gun, but other than that, it is his first game in the T37. So enemy team, it is an encounter game, enemy team are capping, and Danian spies out another TD. So quite dangerous, goes for an auto aim. Jagdpanther 2 is focused on a T-34-85, so that means Danian can chase him down. That Jagdpanther can run, but Danian has the speed to take him out for kill number 3, taking him up to 1770 damage. So again, lots of enemy tanks left. So Danian is again continuing to move into town. Gonna see if he can do some more flanking, get some more damage in. 4 enemy tanks left. And there's a T-29. Danian's got the rear, gets one shot in. Another shot in. One more shot for the kill, but the T-34-85 takes him out in the meantime. The enemy have lost another tank, so just 2 enemy tanks left. They're both on low health. Danian's trying to get in to do some more damage before the game is over, but he doesn't make it, and his team take them out. So as you can see, Danian calls this replay T37 test run, and what a nice first game it was in the tank. I don't think my first game in the T37 was quite as good, but really, really nice game. I think Danian's going to really enjoy this tank, and it was a lot of frantic gameplay. He finished up with 1205 XP. Now, on most tanks, that would be an ace tanker, but the T37 is a really nice tank, and it's going to take a little bit more effort to get the ace tanker. 2000 damage and 3 kills. 26 shots fired, 20 hits, and 20 penetrations. Again, a nice amount of damage in a scout. He spotted 4, damaged 6, destroyed 3, did 1367 assistance damage. Wasn't playing with a premium account, but still came out with almost 24,000 credits. 1205 on a first game of the day. First game ever in that tank. It was a ×3, and it left him on a very, very healthy 3,615 XP. Really, really nice games today, guys. It is obvious you guys enjoy your light tanks. It is obvious you guys like playing them aggressively. And thank you very much for sending them in. I hope you guys at home enjoyed watching them, and I'll see you next time.